Solaris family, get yourself a cup of coffee or tea, get cozy, and welcome to the new moon. I've had my breakfast and I'm going to sit down and watch an episode of Gardening Australia because it reminds me of the invitation the new moon kind of brings to us. Make sure you stick around because later in this video I will be going more in depth into new moon workings. What seeds are you going to plant today that will start to grow and bloom and blossom over the next lunar month? So by the next new moon, where are you going to be, or what have you grown in your life? Also, it could be what seeds are we planting that over the next season, like 3 months of the year or 6 months or year. It's just that invitation from the moon of new beginnings. Like, what is it we really want to plant? So for me, what I also love this show is it's so uplifting, and it's kind of what I hope to create for everybody, like a really soft, happy little corner of the internet that you can come to that's very safe. And I literally teared up when it started because I haven't watched it in so long, and it makes me realize in the mornings that's what I want to feel. I want to wake up and feel so much joy and happiness, and hopefully that will then have an effect on my whole day going forward, because I'm starting the day with a really good energy and something that's uplifting and inspiring. So after I finish my coffee, I'm going to get into the car and pick up my baby brother, who's 26. He's a grown-ass man. He's my baby brother. I'm gonna go pick him up and we're driving out to my parents' house. So they live 30 minutes away on a acreage, like a bush property. And I spent half of my childhood there, so it's a little piece of my heart, and I can't wait to show you like little magical moments of that. And you'll also get to meet Emma, who is my angel babies, my big boys, their sister. So I can't wait for you to meet Emma, and I'll show you a couple little clips of my boys as well, because I miss them and I love them. They're just around me but in spirit. So anyway, let's finish this, enjoy some Gardening Australia, and then get on the road. My brother is literally like my bestie. I don't know if you guys have got siblings, but I only have the one. So I literally grew up with him. Just the two of us, and I don't know, we're both Virgos. We both have Virgo in Mercury, so I think it's just like the stars aligned, and not only do I have a best friend, but I also have someone, a sibling with very similar astrology. So I haven't asked him if he would like to be on camera, but he does have a YouTube channel, and we'll see if he wants to be on camera or not.
Hello?
Hey, I'm out the front.
I'm on my way here.
See you soon.
Boy.
Bye. He's here. This is Jared, my brother. You just heard, I filmed maybe the phone call, me being like, I'm at the front. God. So Jared has a YouTube channel, and what is your handle? Is it just Jared?
J Son of Lane.
J Son of Lane. So make sure you go and check that out. Jay does like a heap of I don't even know, how would you describe your channel?
Gaming and TV show media sort of reviews. They're a bit...
Yes. Jared is so much more interesting than me. I feel like he has this just deep well of interest and lore and all this stuff that he's into, and I'm like, witchiness and lifestyle, woo! I don't know. I love his channel, so go check it out down below. And we're going to go and get morning tea and then head out to my parents. Lucky to grow up on this property, and there's the house yard behind me, which has got all the beautiful bamboo and bromeliads down here, and all the gardens that my parents have put in it was 20 years ago this year in 2023. So 20 years they've been on this property and on this earth, but then it gets down into the foresty bush area, and it's thick. There is probably lots of snakes and crazy Australian animals that live down there, which I do not feel like dying today, so we will not be venturing down there. My mum's little potting station. All these gorgeous ferns. Fire pit over here. I love it. Look at this bad boy. And then there's Emma. So this is my dog's sister. My two beautiful boys, Angus and Hunter. Their sister Emma. She's 10. I love seeing her so much. It's like seeing my big puppies. Hey, Emmy. Hi, honey. Look at her. Oh, such a good girl. Bye, darling. Okay. I'm in the van and I'm going out to get my nails done. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go nude. I don't know, what do you think? I know obviously you can't tell. Tell me what color I should get next time, because I get my nails done every 3 weeks. My nails get very stained because of hairdressing. So anyway, getting my nails done is that like one thing that I do for myself, and my nail technician is so sweet and lovely. So 30-minute drive out to see her. Home, I got my nails done and I went with like a nude color, which I love because I don't know, having really long dark nails just makes me feel a little bit too like goth. I don't know, I just am super happy with them. But I wanted to show you, when I go to my parents' house, I always come back with like little goodies, and especially like for my spirit dolls, I love having little things from nature that mum and dad collect. So they've got big beautiful eucalyptus trees out at their house, so I got some eucalyptus. So there'll be a spirit doll coming very shortly with eucalyptus medicine. And while I was out there, I actually managed to find some kookaburra feathers. You can't really see them that well, but there's little stripes all over them. But I also found some big kookaburra feathers. So these ones are gorgeous and were on the ground out there because my parents have tons of like kookaburra nests and oh my god, all types of birds. But yeah, cookers are always the best. So I can't wait to have some kookaburra medicine dolls as well. That's kind of exciting. And I loved, there was this meme and it's like, I'm gonna get this witch's stick. Witches love sticks. And it was like a little bird. And I think it's meant to be like, bitches love sticks. And I wrote on my story on Instagram like, that is so me. Everyone in my life knows what I'm like, and everyone either like collects sticks, feathers, you know, little stones and crystals, leaves, flowers. Like I always have my friends, my family, even clients. I actually, behind me in my back garden, have some like bones that a client found, and she's like, I found these bones on my property and I brought them in for you. So I love that that's like my legacy. That's what people think of when they think of me, is like, oh, I know what will make Sam happy. Let's get her some feathers and some bones and sticks. That's just like, oh, that's everything to me. Are any of you the same? I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that resonate with this this thing of like, I collect sticks, I collect feathers, get me a little crystal and I'll be happy. Oh, I'll show you the bones. If you don't like bones, just skip ahead like 10 seconds. So I'm pretty sure it's a cat, but it's a huge cat skull and it's heaps of the bones. So I've just got to degrease them, and that gets rid of this kind of like, you know, brownish, greasy kind of finish. And once I degrease them, I'll be able to weave them into necklaces and earrings and do some talisman work with the beautiful bones. Reflecting on the new moon, I think of action being one of the most important things, and often in the past I have put so much pressure on myself to do big rituals or big, you know, ceremonial things around the new moon, when really it's about actions in your real life. Like, this is the start of a new lunar cycle. So in 1 month today, it will be the start of another lunar cycle. And I don't know whether it's because my Saturn return is upon me right now, and the theme of time is coming up so much for me. Time is going to keep on timing. Life is going to keep on moving, and we can't sort of just wait for a perfect opportunity, wait for a perfect moment, for the stars to align and everything to fall into place. That just is not going to happen. We have to seize opportunities now. And I like to take the new moon as an invitation to think about, in 1 month's time today, it's going to be another new moon. What do I want to have achieved in the next lunar month ahead of me? Like from here, where do I want to be? And I'm telling you right now, next new moon, I want to have posted a ton of videos with you guys here in YouTube. I want to have my website stocked with herbs, with spirit dolls, with jewelry items and talismans. I want that to be the next lunar cycle for me. I want to stand here on the new moon next month and be like, wow, look at everything that I have spun. Look at all of the web that I have woven in this last month. So I invite you also to take the new moon as this invitation, not to put on any fancy ritual or put pressure on yourself to be lighting candles and doing offerings, but to be taking the time to put your actions into place. So she is heavily chaotic right now. The studio is just everywhere in pieces all over the shop. But sometimes it's got to get so much worse before it can get better. You can't restructure and change your entire life or an aspect of your life without tearing down some of the old structures. How do you expect something new to flow and grow and prosper if you're not if you're just building upon what's already there? Sometimes we do need to tear everything down to the ground and, like the phoenix, rise from the ashes, as they say. Now, as you have been seeing and I've been hinting throughout this video, I invested in a new business and I went on a road trip down to New South Wales, which was a 24-hour drive round trip. And I have a vlog coming very soon where I share the trip and picking up our new business. I had my green hair for an entire 12 months and I love it and it's really nice, but I'm feeling like I want to change, and I felt this way for a while, and I'm thinking of having blonde all at the front and then having all of my black hair at the back.
One eternity later.
Oh my god, look at it! Holy dooly, no more green! I'm sitting here in the last quarter of the moon, and this video really took me by surprise because I initially set out with the intention of it being a new moon vlog, and then it kind of became like, oh, what am I doing on the full moon? And then I just instantly saw in my mind's eye this video of like a whole lunar cycle vlog, and it's really cool to be able to show you like what I intend, like my intentions are, that the seeds that I'm planting on the new moon, how they ramp up at the full moon, and then at the end of the month, like, did I achieve it? Did it come through? And although I haven't showed you any like magical working or energy work or witchcraft in this video, it's because I've really done none. My season that I'm currently in at the moment is, as I've said before, by Saturn Return, but you know, Saturn is the energy of restriction, of like tightening in, not expanding out, and things just like flowing outwards and bubbling over. It's like and that is about pressure being put on you in whatever capacity that may be to create great change, things to bubble up and surface that need to shift or to cut them off and to get rid of them. So it's involved, this chapter of my life, this season that I'm in currently, a lot of physical things to change, to move, to get rid of, to release. And that is then to make way for all of the magic and all of the new things that I'm drawing in. So I guess in future, if I do this kind of setup more regularly of like a full lunar cycle vlog, that hopefully, that's my intention, I can share with you like, oh, I'm doing this on the new moon and the full moon, and this is my ritual, or this is the magic I'm weaving, and really show you, yeah, start to finish, like the whole month. I don't know, I can't make any promises, but I can make all the promises in the world, but is it gonna happen? I don't know. It's gonna like fit in and it's gonna flow. And you would have noticed too, I've taken in 2023, the beginning of this year, such a massive gap of filming, because this chapter of my life is very much about radical self-care. So saying yes to things when it is 100% yes in my heart, and not doing things because I feel obligated to, and I guess just putting boundaries in place a lot more than I ever have before. And that process has kind of led me to become really clear on the things that do light me up and that are big soul-led yeses in my life. And one of those things is YouTube. I love filming, I love videography, and I want to dedicate more time towards it because I currently don't. I sort of rush up. I feel like I'm like this all the time, like rushing to get everything together, and I can't really invest the time and the artistry and the energy into the work that I'm doing that I really want to. So I'm getting clear on like what I want to be doing, how much time I want to be focusing on certain things. So the break of not filming was so powerful and really eye-opening that this is something that makes me extremely happy. And it's not like doing it for attention and doing it because I like, you know, oh, I love filming. I love reading comments of, oh, like people messaging me and reaching out, or people even in my real life, in my town and in my community, who approach me and are like, your video on this topic helped me so much. Like the thought that something that I speak about to a camera and upload onto the internet could have any, to be honest, like any effect on your life is like so overwhelming. It's so like heartwarming and like on a soul level, in a way, like what I feel like what I've been put here on earth to do. I love sharing what I see and how I see the world through my editing. Like when you see a video and it's all edited with music and my words over the top, it's like literally a piece of my heart and my soul in a video, and I want to make things more like that, just different types of content, and just keep growing and evolving and changing, all the while building an amazing community. Like I feel, oh, I don't get emotional, but I feel so blessed like every day to like connect with you and to have people who like see me. I think this path of like being a spiritual person, or like just being a very sensitive human, and it can like make you feel so isolated or like you don't fit in, or because the world is so like rational and logical and 3D. It's just incredible to me that I get to connect with people like all over the world. Like there's people in like Canada and like Belgium and Denmark and everywhere. I see your comments and I see where you're from, and that just like blows my mind that there's just like all these people like all over the world that I can talk to and have a connection with and a community with. Like it's all I've ever dreamt of, is to like find my people. And so to find you and then show you my world and the way that I see spirit and I see the universe and all that sort of stuff, like it's just, honestly, it's like my dream come true. I've always just wanted to help people, so I guess thank you for being here, because it's just my biggest dream to be here sharing parts of my life and parts of my soul and my heart with you. I am a Pisces moon and a Cancer rising, if you can't tell. Oh my god, so many emotions, oh my god. So like I said earlier on, we're in the last quarter right now as I'm filming, and we're kind of coming up to the new moon, the new moon. So I wanted to kind of go through the list of things I intended at the beginning of this video. And I mean, I said I wanted to film lots of videos and have lots of videos for you guys. I didn't necessarily put them up, but I did film them. So I would say that's a tick. I said I wanted to have lots of spirit dolls. So I haven't really made any, but I feel like we're approaching in the next week the new moon, and in this week I have all intention of creating these spirit dolls. So I kind of am in the position to do them, not so much have done them. I wanted to clean up and to finish my space in the studio. Definitely a tick. I got everything sorted, everything is put away, it's all looking nice, so that is a huge big accomplishment. And I think in general this lunar cycle really has been about kind of sorting out my mind, sorting out myself, and I feel really good going into April, going into the next new moon, and I think that I can already feel what my biggest intention is, and it's to do more magic, to weave more witchcraft and to work with energy and to work with spirit a lot more, because the last 6 months have been so 3D, so like practical real life stuff, which my Virgo sun loves, but my little Pisces moon, oh my god, she just wants to dream up and to live in the fantasy, honey, and it ain't happening. So I definitely can't wait, and I'm sure that as I weave more witchcraft and things like that, my content's going to become a lot more aligned back with spiritual endeavors and whatnot. So yes, I feel good ending this video. You guys know how I feel about you, and if you want, you can watch this video or this video, because they are, I mean, there's a playlist, there's a new video, whatever. If you haven't seen them yet, I'll see you in the next one, and I love you very much. Bye guys.